I believe everyone here who has been tricked by ghosts knows that. Once you encounter this thing, you can basically restart your life. But not only am I not afraid when I meet a ghost. Instead, my eyes were shining and my mouth was watering. You said you were a very resentful female ghost in red. I will introduce you directly to the high-end club. Become a top technician. Make money for me. How dare you to say that I, Yang Shu, have come to claim my life? I took him directly to the east end of our village. 800 acres of land were plowed overnight. As for my little wife Sadako, who is pregnant, I asked him to stay at home to raise the baby in peace. And the reason why I am so awesome. Let's start with a mysterious phone call. At this time, I am studying the ancestral craftsmanship. Suddenly I heard a harsh phone ringing tone. But what makes me feel strange is the phone that rang. It's obviously my 3-year-old niece's toy. Suddenly I seem to have thought of something. I answered the phone with a slumped face. I just heard the weird Yue opera sound coming from the other end. It always sounds like it makes people feel. There is a woman wearing sky blue clothes. Soak in some cold pool. But how can I have time to continue listening to her singing? Just say Chu Renmai directly, right? When I asked this question, the singing on the other side also stopped. But before he could answer, I directly yelled at me for being such a loser. Do you not understand the rules? This toy is my niece. She is only 3 years old. What to do if you scare the child? The more I think about it, the more angry I become. I spoke directly into the microphone for half an hour. The person on the other end of the phone was finally scolded and his defense was broken. In 3 days, I, Chu Renmai, will come to claim your life. This sentence made me laugh directly. It is obvious that Chu Renmai in the session. I haven't realized who I've offended yet. Don't wait for another 3 days. Your father, I will come find you now. If I don't beat you to cerebral palsy, I'll count you as a loser. Finished. I just held the toy phone and walked out of the door. Came to a fortune-telling stall. I saw the stall owner wearing a Taoist robe and sunglasses, holding a young lady's hand with both hands. Beauty, your career path is not very good, isn't it? While talking, he also rubbed the young lady's weak and boneless hands back and forth. His eyes were always staring at that young lady. Round and plump chest. When I saw this, I yelled like a dog. You're fucking cutting oil here again. When the young lady heard this, she suddenly looked frightened and perverted. Then a slap hit her Guzi hard on the face. Even the sunglasses were knocked off. Erguzi immediately closed his eyes and fumbled around with his hands. Don't talk nonsense. Pingdao is a blind person. Blind your sister. I clenched my fist directly. If you don't give up your pair, the eyes of the 3 purities and 9 meridians that have seized the secret of heaven are open. I'll dig it for you directly. Erguzi suddenly opened his eyes. Although those eyes are black and bronze, but always shining with a refreshing light. Immediately, I threw the toy phone directly in front of him. Chu Renmai called me just now. He said he would come and kill me in 3 days. Erguzi suddenly took a breath of cold air and killed you. Is he out of his mind? How would I know? Please help me figure out where this idiot is hiding. I have to beat him up today. Old friend for many years, how could Erguzi not know my intentions? Treating the symptoms is worse than treating the root cause. Instead of waiting here to undo the curse, it's better to solve the problem directly from the source. So Erguzi got angry, pointing at the price list, the 5-digit quote at the bottom. Paid consultation in our store. I frowned when I saw this. Clench your fists again, you know. My patience has limits. Don't wait until he's gone. Your face was beaten to pieces by me first. When Erguzi is not joking. Calculate it now. Then he closed his eyes, and when he opened them again, medium pewter becomes brighter. He took out another disposable chopstick from the lunchbox. Put it on the phone. There are words in my mouth, chasing my soul and soul, looking for my shadow. Get it done quickly, don't delay my business. Erguzi picked up the sunglasses and took them back, showing a naughty smile to the new girl. Seeing this, I smiled evilly. I dragged him by the scruff of his neck and chased the courier. That night, we came to a mountain village in Kin City. Are you sure this is it? I frowned. Erguzi nodded repeatedly. Don't worry, you'll definitely find it, he said, and I sniffed. But there is no smell of evil. But at this moment, a yellow-skinned animal suddenly emerged from the grass on the side. He stopped in front of us. Hold your feet in front of your chest as if praying. Do you think I look like a human or a fairy? Damn it, look at it. Irguzi pointed at the weasel and became excited. I said there must be something evil here. The yellow skins are all out. Okay, you're pretty good at fighting ghosts, right? I said it reluctantly. Irguzi looked satisfied. To know, even though you are awesome, it is the highest honor among men. And the other side, the neglected yellow body began to tremble. Although he has little traces of Tao, but I can also feel that today seems to have hit a brick wall. But if the storm has already started to be cancelled, all the previous training is for nothing. He could only bite the bullet and ask again. Do you think I look like a human or an immortal? Seeing this, I turned around. The trouble is coming to my head. Remarkably brave. Then I lifted him up. Put it in your hands and knead it into a ball. He immediately put on a posture like throwing a baseball and ran as hard as he could. Huenpazi instantly slid out of a beautiful arc, soaring straight to the sky. Forget it if you don't even know me. You should know the way of Tianji Pavilion, right? If you don't know him, you should at least know him. 2 eyes. But after the scolding, I seemed to realize something. Turned around suddenly. I saw Irguzi's sunglasses shining in the moonlight. Shining? I rely on you to be seriously ill. Who is a nice person who wears sunglasses at night? Whether I wear sunglasses or not is none of your business. Is it illegal to act cool? Just when the two of me were arguing. On the hillside next to you. But suddenly there was a rumbling sound. I saw a dark ball coming very fast. It's heading towards us. My elders who are so proud of themselves are here to take revenge. My heart was shaken when I saw the black ball rolling towards me. Immediately one foot was already tiptoeing to the ground. Move the ankle. Prepare a big kick to let him go back to where he came from. But Irguzi quickly stopped me. I saw him take off his sunglasses and narrow his eyes. The clear light suddenly spread out and reflected on the black ball. I guess this is a person. If he hadn't mastered the 3 pure and 9 meridians blinding method, it has no effect on him. I was really fooled. Gu Feng rescued him. In Wenyan, I instantly turned into an afterimage and rushed toward the ball. Hold up with both palms. Who knew? When the ball was about to touch my palm, disappeared suddenly. I'm confused. Looking back at Irguzi, but I saw the clear light emanating from his eyes floating in the air. This is a ghost beating the wall. Sure enough, Irguzi had just finished speaking. A ball collides again. Subsequently, I saw Irguzi pushing the Eye of 9 meridians to the extreme. I just barely saw the barrier. Then I went up and punched you. The illusion of ghosts hitting the wall shattered on the spot. And the ball that the trapped person turned into, it was hitting me at a very fast speed. I put my palms together to block the ball. The huge force directly shook the ground under my feet instantly. Chapped. Then I hit the ball directly with one hand. Just listen to the sound of the ball shell breaking with a bang. A deaf man in his early 40s. When Irguzi came out and saw this, he looked embarrassed. It seems I'm afraid I won't be able to beat Chu Miran tonight. When I heard this, I immediately took a step back. After the spiritual energy is revived, your Tianji Pavilion will be the most profitable. You have to pay for this person's medical expenses. What does Tianji Pavilion's making money have to do with me, Irguzi? I've been reduced to a fucking street vendor. Have you ever seen any Taoist who is more miserable than me? Then I thought about it and it seemed to be the same thing. After the supernatural being revived, the people complained endlessly. But those bastards are almost laughing their faces off. It was difficult to do a ritual before. I have to sweetly say thank you to the boss. Only then can I get a few $100s. Now he has become a master. The appearance fee alone is not a small amount. These guys in Tianji Pavilion are making a lot of money. But it just so happens that I have a little bitch. Just an alien. Don't practice Tifa, focus on cultivating your mind. He cultivated the 3 pure and 9 meridians magical powers at a young age. The body and bones are quite weak. Tianji Pavilion even enshrines it like a treasure. I got up because I was afraid that he would hurt me if he went to slay demons. If you have nothing to do, you won't have any money to do it. This guy is so poor that he can even sell a mahogany sword, but his face is cleaner. Thinking of this, I also sighed. Forget it, I'll pay for it. Subsequently, we took the man with us to the health center. Finally, near dawn, the man woke up. As soon as I opened my eyes, I saw a tall and thick man exchanging dirty words with a white-faced boy. And noticed him. After waking up, Urguzi and I also stopped greeting each other. Came to his bed. Explained to him what happened before. After hearing this, the man quickly took out a wad of crumpled money. Seeing this, Urguzi and I looked at each other. Then he said, "Uncle Dao, please keep this money, we don't need it." Don't you think it's too little? The middle-aged uncle felt aggrieved and quickly took out his cell phone and turned it on. The screen turned off and I asked my daughter to send me money. Don't borrow books, it's not about money. But before I finished speaking, Urguzi covered my mouth. I looked at Urguzi doubtfully. Then I saw Urguzi saying with a serious face, "Uncle, I just forgot to be angry with you. Money is nothing important. The point is that you are riddled with resentment and Sanhua is dim. That's why I was taken advantage of. This time I was hit by a ghost. The most important thing now is our family. I solved this disaster for you. But the resentment did not grow. I'm afraid it will be passed down your bloodline to your closest relatives." What he said was heartbreaking. But the eyes began too, always stuck on the middle-aged man's mobile phone screensaver. I saw a girl with short hair on the screensaver. Young, beautiful, fair-skinned and beautiful, with a strong career line. About an hour later, a woman suddenly broke into the health clinic. "Dad, how are you?" He shouted at the top of his lungs and looked around. Urguzi's eyes were straightened. Sure enough, this Taoist who has never practiced physical training exploded with unimaginable speed. Almost teleporting, he came to the beauty side. "Beauty, I see you filled with resentment and the 3 flowers are dim." Proficient in speaking the line smoothly. Urguzi was suddenly stunned. "Let me fuck. It's just a joke, it won't be serious, right?" Upon seeing this, I felt something was wrong and rushed over. "What happened?" "You may not be able to say it. What I just said to my uncle. It was meant to deceive people, but this time it seems like it was a gunshot. He was really entangled in Wenyan with resentment. I wondered for a while who had serious grievances. If it's not serious, just let it go for a while. I'll hammer Churemai first and then talk about it." Urguzi suddenly became happy. Pointing and floating in the air. Point the chopsticks towards the beauty. What a coincidence. When I understood, I rushed forward. "Damn it, your name is Chu. Beautiful people, right? Come out." I slapped the beauty hard on the head. Just heard a shrill scream suddenly came out. The last pair of pale and swollen hands, from deep inside the girl's body, grabbed my neck. The next second a red light flashed. Just saw my kick. He stepped on Chu Renmei's face squarely. The new Chu Inmai. I kicked him directly against the wall. Then I pulled up his hair. I said, "If I don't beat you to cerebral palsy within a day, you will be considered a fool. Do you have cerebral palsy now? Do you want to scare the children?"